Hey guys, Ryan with the Driven Channel. I am back again. This time I am my favorite car wash. I always make videos in this car wash. Anyways, because I'm sitting in my car, I've got nothing to do, and you know, may as well make a video. So today I'm coming at you with some kind of weird news. I know some of you might think that it's good news. Some of you might think that it's bad news. I know I've got a lot of followers that that might be a little freaked out by it, but it is time to say goodbye to Helga, my 2015 Volkswagen GTI. A lot of you may have known that I've been talking about getting something else for a little while now. But anyway, it is time for me to say goodbye. So this is her final wash, you know, for right now in this particular wash bay, car wash, whatever you want to call it. Anyway. Before we go to pick up the new car, I think you guys will be super excited about the new vehicle that I've got coming to the channel, and also some very exciting news as well. So we are going to head over there right now. We're going to talk to Will Dodson from Pre-Owned of Columbia, because he is my car guy. He should be your car guy as well, or if you can find anybody at Pre-Owned of Columbia, there's great guys over there. So I'm going to go over there, talk to him, and we are going to show you the new ride. Woo! Still kind of warm out there. So guys, hopefully you like my new car. It is a 2012 Audi S5. I'm sticking with the V-dub and the Audi stuff, guys, of course. So, now that I've got your attention, and you think I just bought a car. Wrong! Sorry to clickbait you guys. This is a new segment that I'm going to start doing, weekly or bi-weekly, kind of depending on how busy things get, especially during the car show season. I'm going to be doing reviews on cars from Pre-Owned of Columbia. They're going to put me in a car for the weekend, pretty much whatever I want, whenever I want. This one was convenient at the moment, and I'm going to be talking about how the car drives in the real world. And I'm going to have to reset my seat because I didn't realize how much room this thing actually had. I put the seat all the way back automatically every time because I'm 6'4" tall. And I got to go up here. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to be getting some more footage on this car. But yeah, I'm really proud to announce that I've got a partnership going with Pre-Owned of Columbia. They're going to be giving me cars to review all the time, pretty much. And all that you know, they get back in repayment is you know, I'm gonna give them a little shout out on my video. So shout out to you guys, Pre-Owned of Columbia. Shout out to Will Dodson. You're my sales guy. Whenever I do buy something, that's not today. Anyway, so I'm gonna be driving this thing around this weekend. Maybe you get some footage of it in some cool places or something like that. Regardless, thank you for dealing with my first real true clickbait video, and I will see you guys on the flip side. And you know what? Here's some footage of the car. Control test number 1, navigation system. I can tell you that if you like programming navigation systems,
and then turn left.
this one takes a little getting used to. I'm used to a touch screen. This has this fancy dial. Now, there's a good part to that, and that's that this dial has the most slick, watch-like precision that I've felt in a long time, especially in a vehicle. But navigation system seems to be working good. It actually reminds me a little bit of the one in my Volkswagen where it has the screen up front that tells me what's coming up. So far, it's getting me to my destination pretty well, and I don't really have any major complaints. You know, the one thing that I do have, and this is most all Volkswagens and Audis, is the navigation voice. You can make that just a little bit more pleasant to listen to. I realize that we're German and we're trying to be serious, but you know, maybe just like a little bit more feminine voice, that'd be great. Anyway, that's actually a complaint on my car as well. See what it does on the serve. So I've been driving this car now for the weekend, and I was just going to kind of give everyone kind of my overview on what I think of it. And basically I really like the car. I kind of consider this car to be kind of a GT car. It is very good for highway driving, back roads driving. It does seem to handle quite well. I really like the way the interior is. I like the way it feels. I like the way it's set up. This is a 2012 model, and actually the interior's held up really well. I see a lot of other German cars, and they have a lot of wear on like the steering wheel and the gear shift and places where your arm goes. And this actually is in very good shape. I don't see any real source of wear or anything like that. I did want to kind of go over a few quirks of the car. For that, I'll kind of grab this camera here because I want you to kind of get to see some of them yourself. So some of the quirks of the car. If you look at the audio system, this is actually, it's kind of beautifully set up. But if you look at, excuse my trash bag here, I'm trying to keep from trashing the interior. Anyway, if you look at the controls here, they are all gorgeous, and I like this more than I like the BMW iDrive setup because it's just a little bit more user-friendly. However, when you're doing things like navigation, we're going to go through this real quick. Push the navigation button is going to come up on the screen with a previous destination. That's actually my work. Anyway, so I can go to Start Route Guidance, or I can change a stopover, and I'm making all of these selections with this switch right here. So if you look at the screen there, there's 4 buttons that sort of coincide with what's going on the screen. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they coincide with, let's get the, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it kind of makes that simple, but what I don't like about it is I'm kind of used to a touch screen. So whenever you go to change route information, you kind of got to scroll through what I would consider a lot of stuff here. like if I go to the navigation info, yeah, well, it's not on. Anyway, so I can go to last destinations. Everything basically is all through this knob. So it's kind of cool, but at the same time, here, I'm going to delete all the entries here so I can try and put in a new one. Now I can press this button, and then I can, well, try and figure out this navigation system. It's not necessarily that easy. Okay, so other things that are kind of quirky. This infotainment system is what's called the Audi MMI, which is a multimedia interface. Now, the multimedia interface that Audi has selected in 2012 includes a DVD as well as 2 SD card slots. Now, I know a lot of people probably do use SD card slots, but like most people, I use Bluetooth. So if Bluetooth isn't available in a car, it kind of drives me nuts. So all weekend long, I've been dealing with FM radio because I don't keep any music on SD cards. So I know that Audi's likely fixed that with the modern models, but in 2012, that was kind of a thing. Another thing that I think is kind of cool, if we look down here, if I press this heated seat button, it gives me the options up here on the screen. Now I can select through here and select all the way up to 6, and then press that button, and it selects the amount of heated seat that I wanted. If I want to turn it off, it's the same process. Push that, select that back down to 0, push that again, boom. Anyway, I think that's kind of slick. Also, the you know, it's got your auto AC controls. It's all pretty normal there. This car has an electronic handbrake. I've never been a huge fan of that, but it is kind of what every car is going over to now, so it's kind of modern. The thing that's kind of cool is this right here. If your passenger doesn't like the volume that you have, they can either push the button and mute it completely, or they actually have their own separate volume controls so that they can bring that up and down as well. So I did use the telephone in this one time. I set up my personal Bluetooth to work with it, and that works just fine. So otherwise, the interior is quite spacious for the driver and passenger. Probably my favorite part about this car are these seats. I'm going to get out here and show you guys how awesome these seats are. Okay, so these seats are all Alcantara, or whatever the faux leather is. Sorry, I'm going to get a little dirt out. Anyway, so what I like about these is not only are they adjustable like every other seat, up and down, back and forth, and they've got the lumbar, but also this pull out right here, which makes for, sorry man, this is messy, which makes for nice, comfortable, long distance cruising, especially when you're tall like I am. So I did have my daughter with me this weekend, and she was in the back seat. As you can see, the back seat isn't the largest. I've got some camera equipment, and of course I always keep a microfiber rag just so that if I get anything dirty I can clean it up. But anyway, so also if you need to make any adjustments on the seat going back and forth, you can do that here as well, which I think is nice. But on the whole, this was a great car to cruise in. Probably not quite my tastes because I'm used to the hot hatch life, but I am super thankful that they let me review this. Also, guys, I'm actually super thankful to be working with the folks over at Crayon of Columbia, because I could not do this without them. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here. My buddy Derek and I took some pictures last night on the highway, rolling shots of this car, and they are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to show you some of those here in just a second. Anyway, keep on driving, guys.